Carolyn. I'm going to try to answer your questions, but I need to be honest with you. I feel like you're upset and angry, and I understand. It's tough being taken out at Final Four. I've had it happen too many times. But you're a great player, and I'm just not going to sit here and suck up to you. But do want to try to answer your questions. You asked me, how do I think my game on question 1 would have been better had I not been sick? Well, in the beginning of the game, I told you I was completely deaf for 14 days. I'm now going through my 4th med that's been changed, and I was even on steroids. And dealing with being deaf, at Christmas and you can't hear your kids, and just maintaining, trying your mentality for 14 days, and you can't hear anything is tough, and I think it affected my game. I think I would have been able to do better in some challenges that were in the chats had I not been medicated and in pain, and I just think my game would have been better if I hadn't been so sick in the beginning of the game. I think I'd have been able to concentrate more. You said, question 2, that when we did start talking that we didn't do a lot of game talk. Well, you're absolutely right. I'm not going to sit here and say you're not accurate about that. I had been with other people, and people I'd been with were gone. And then I'd been with some other people, and Beth was there, and then you were there, and then it was Heather and Dom. And Dom had talked to me through the whole game. He and I didn't get together until almost the end, other than we had a loyalty of not trying to get rid of each other. So I wasn't like in a Final 3, like on day 1, 2, or 3, 4, or 5. That Final 3 thing came much later in the game, so you got that all wrong. If you're telling me why I didn't give you heads up on Dom when I said I worked with Beth, I told you the truth when I said I worked with Beth. Well, guess what? I found out that Beth was pretty tight, possibly in the Final 3 with him too, and I thought I was in a Final 2. So the truth of where we are and what we say and what we have to do comes out in these orgs at the jury when everybody starts speaking their piece. I didn't know exactly. I was afraid you could sway either way. I got Beth, who had been loyal to me through everything, and when I told you that, I was telling you the truth. She had bonds with other people, and it turns out a little bit with Dom and Heather. I was afraid you could swing either way, and it might take me out sooner than I wanted to, is the truth of it. But you're a great player, and I tried to always be there when you didn't feel well and boost your spirits. That's all I know to say. I just can't hogwash your answer. I didn't open up to you because I didn't work with you till the end of the game. So I didn't know where your head was, except it was kind of like mine, lost wondering what the best move was to go further. Might be the best answer. What's my biggest move? My biggest move in this game didn't happen until towards the end of the game. I guess my biggest move would be my social move and not tromping on too many people's, games, but knowing all the crap that was going on behind the scenes with all you folks. And just being friendly, all of you could be considered the biggest move I had. But then how I came out of the box and the challenges at the end would be my biggest move. My weakest move? My weakest move is how poor I performed in challenges and couldn't hardly ever win anything. Y'all are a bunch of brains and maniac typists and fast and on the ball. I'm not tech savvy. And you're great at that, Carolyn. So, I was poor. I was weak. I came out of the box in the end. Why should I get your vote? Well, any player that makes it Final 2 wants your vote. Why should you give me your vote? Because I think I was underestimated by every single one of you in this game. I think I'm being underestimated now probably by the jury. I don't know what y'all could be saying about me. But I play hard in games. I just don't do good in tech games, flash games, speed games. I do great in endurance and stuff like that, like live strength games. That's what I'm strong at. I'm just not strong in these games, memory games. I did pretty good in the memory game in the end with Heather. and Tad, and then guessed a number to get here. But I came out of the box in the end, so I'm capable of being a strong challenge player. I'm just never going to be a challenge beast. I deserve your vote because you underestimated me, and I think if everybody would be honest in jury, they'd say, oh, Glo played a social game, everybody loves Glo, blah, 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 blah. Well, I didn't have to do a lot of underhanded stuff. I'm not fake. If you watch me everywhere, I'm what I am. I love the world. I inspire the world. But this is a game, and people get hurt. And I'm sorry you went out at 4 and that I couldn't give you information you felt I wanted. You just don't always give information up. That's why I made Final 2. Sorry. 5. What? 5, why'd I keep you out of the loop? I hadn't played with you through the whole game. It's the way the cards fell. And I had to be very cautious of what I said to who. And I was more comfortable with Dom. I didn't talk to Heather a whole lot, gameplay. I knew she was with Dom, so I knew she knew. I did all my talking with Beth and a little bit with Dom way in the game when we're all trying to survive to even get to where we are. So you were the man that was the furthest out that got the final 5 with all of us. And I hadn't worked with you a whole lot, but I did start talking to you a little bit. I just couldn't tell you about Dom. It happened later in the game, and I didn't feel safe letting you know that information. So I hope I get your vote because I was underestimated by you and everybody else. Have a great day, Carolyn. And please don't stay angry. You played a super game. Oh my God. You're a challenge beast. You're a great player. And don't you ever think you're not, because you are. Bye.